Ken's Stone, Ken's IT. Today we're going to be reviewing a 3D printer. I'm very excited to get it. Um, I started recording a video on the 3D printer, taking it out of the box, reviewing it. And when I first get something, you read the instructions and the video doesn't go as like it should, because you're fumbling around. So I'm not going to display that one. It's just too much fumbling. So I am going to talk about the 3D printer right here, and I was able to use it a couple times yesterday and once today so far. So this is a WEEDO 3D printer on Amazon. Okay, so um, that's what I ordered, and I was able to create um, two different remote holders, which I'm going to show you right now. So the remote holders are on the wall right there. The one on the left is my first one, and the one that says remote is the second one. It's still a little small for the remote to have, so for the ones inside, I'm going to resize the 3D print slice, 3D thing that I created, and then resize it and then print it again. Because there's like um, actually you didn't see any of that. Oh, that's I see it on my other screen. 1 second. Oh, that was not smart. Okay, so these two remotes right here. Um, so like I said, the one on the left is the first one, and the one on the right is the second one. It's the same thing, the 3D print that I created on Tinkercad. I might go back in there and readjust it again, and we'll print another one, and we'll go through that whole process. And obviously, during the printing of it, I'll fast forward to the end. Um, you'll be able to see it printing, but I'll fast forward that part. Okay, so let's do that. I'll show you the process of setting the machine up, and we'll go through the whole process. Okay, so let's switch back over. So the 3D printer. It came with a mini USB drive here. This mini stick transition. So this mini drive goes in here, and you insert this into a USB slot. Um, I use it on the Mac when I pull down the 3D print, and then I put it on my Windows for the WeBuilder app to splice it, and then save it to a G code format. And we'll go over each step. I'll record that. So the machine itself, it has some tools that came with it. It came with this drive. This drive has the Wii Builder 2 app on it, which slices. There's different formats that you can slice in. I'm using SLT, I think it is, off of Tinkercad. So when you save your 3D, um, you just save it with that extension, and then you put it on here, and you bring it over to the Wii Builder, which we'll do. We'll slice it, and then we save it to a G code format, and then we can plug it into this printer and print. So, like I said, we'll go over that whole thing. Um, so working with the printer, this tube here um, is inside the machine when you receive it. You just have to pull it out, and then on the side of the machine, switch your cameras. On the side of the machine, it plugs in right here, and then your spool goes here, and you put your filament up through the tube. This is the hollow tube. Put that up through, and then that's done. This piece is on this piece of metal right here. Oops, this piece of metal right there, and you have to pull this piece of plastic out because it's a coating. Other than that, there's some packing stuff in here. You take that out, plug it in, turn it on. There's an on-off switch on the power cable, and you're pretty much ready to go. You just gotta put the memory card in here or plug it in with the USB cable. I'm just plugging it in with a card. I don't need to plug it to the computer. It has Wi-Fi also, but I'm not doing that either. So I'm gonna put this machine back over. Pretty much all you do is do that, and you just have to get the 3D print model and put it in the machine and print. So let's switch over to Tinkercad. Okay, so this is Tinkercad, and this is the remote holder that I created. I created all these. So we'll do the remote holder. So this Tinkercad is sorry, it's an online Autodesk. You can do um, you can do 3D prints, circuit boards, which we'll get into. Um, but we're going to work with 3D prints right now. Um, so if you're interested in Tinkercad for circuit boards or 3D prints, you can go online and sign up for a free account. And as you probably already know, there's tons of videos online shows you how to use all the 3D print stuff and the circuit boards. So there's always more content out there. I'll put some content out, but so this is that model that I just printed. So looking at the the remote sitting in there, it's still not really fit perfectly. I think the width, nope, this width is not enough. So the depth of it. So let's change the depth. So I would say this is in millimeters. So I would say at least another 5 millimeters in depth. So it's a half a centimeter. We'll do 10. Gives a little space. We'll give it 10. So click here. So it's 29. So let's stretch it 39. Mm, might be too much. I don't know. 48, 39. Do 35. Do 35. I think that'd be good. So I think that's good there. Um, like I said, I need we need to export this. So that's the only change I'm gonna make on here. When you're doing shapes, let me show you. So like you're doing a shape here, you can adjust your shape however you want. But then say you want to take a section of that shape out, you can put like change it to a hole, move it in, and combine these two, and then it takes that shape and you can pretty much do anything you want with this stuff. Make any shape you want. That's pretty much what I did with this. I did like this half circle right here, half round, and I created a full piece, and then I did a hole, and then I built the side up and put the remote and the that part in. But that's basically all you do. So I'm gonna reverse what I just did. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna export this as an STL file. You could do either one of these. I think it does these files too, but mainly this. I'm using this one. So export is this. There it is. It says so this is a memory card. So in here, there's a manual, videos. This is the software for that. This Wii builder that I put on there. Um, manuals, videos for the machine, and this is the G code for that. So I could print the 3D prints. So I'm gonna move this one to trash because that's the first one. Actually, should I? We'll keep that one. We're looking for the STL file. Well, so we got G code. So this one we really don't need. And then I was looking for the remote STL, and this is remote STL. Trash that one. And then remote G code. Get rid of that one. And then paste the new one. Remote one. Okay. So now we gotta take it out of here and bring it over to um, bring it over my Windows machine, which I'll load up here in a second. Eject that. Okay. So let's switch over to the other screen. I think I click slice and before I even loaded anything. I messed it up. But anyways, when you open it, these are the formats: a G code, STL, OBJ, W3D dot blend dot GLB and dot PLY. Those are the formats that it supports. Oh, this has the dot underscore remote one, and this has the remote one. So this is the one we need. There it goes. I'm gonna move that towards the center. Looks good. Right there. Whoops. I don't want to resize that. I might cancel this and redo it. I thought it was shrinking down a bit, but it's proportional, so the whole thing is shrinking. I don't want it shrunk. Okay, so this right here. Okay, turn the center, and then we'll hit slice right here. Slicing it. Just gonna put a little tray underneath of it, and then the print will be sliced. So, and now all we had to do is save it. So save. It's on the memory card. It's remote one. And we'll leave it there and hit save. It only takes a couple seconds. It's saved. So now we're done with this. Eject the drive. Move back over to the printer. Let's go to the printer. So the printer. I'm going to put the memory card in. Okay. And we're going to go up top here and print from TF. remote holder one dot G code print, and now it's going to preheat. It's going to heat up the board, line the board up, and then it's going to preheat and then print. So this part I will obviously record the whole thing and fast forward it as it goes. Okay, so this is going to take like an hour and a half, so we will fast forward it after this. So, all right, and that's pretty much it for 3D printing. When I bought it back in January, I was really excited. I go to print stuff for my office. This office was just a thought in my head. So I saved the 3D printer um, for this time, for after I get the office going. Um, I can print things for the office as I need them, holders and so on. Any jobs that I have that requires me to build something, I can print it. Um, but I wanted to do an unboxing, and when you do this, when you plan this stuff out, it never really works the way you plan it. I think this video better than what I was gonna put out. I'm just trying to unbox it and learn how to set it up, and just I don't know, something new. So it's a lot better this way. Um, Lessons learned. Let me see. I guess it's good to um, review what you're going to teach first versus learning yourself as you're teaching, because you really can't predict what you're going to learn. So um, overall, and I don't know if it was my internet or what, but when I went to download the Weed Builder off the website, because I didn't know there was a program on the stick already, because I hadn't got there yet. So I went to download it off their site, and I don't know if it was their site or my internet, but it was way off. It just wanted download. So, and then by the time I got to the stick part and found out that it was on the stick, I was already printing one of their example prints, so it took like hours. It was like an hour and a half before that was done. So then I had to wait to install it after I found it. Like, oh my god, it's taking forever. So, I don't know, lessons learned, just review everything quick and then teach. I know sometimes when you do it that way, the, you know, some things might get left out. Um, but if you keep good records, then you should be good as far as the teaching people what they need to know. Um, yeah, like Tinkercad, you can make 3D prints and stuff out of that. I found that one a while ago when I bought my 3D printer. I was looking for programs I can use. I think my Adobe I can use it too. I haven't really checked into that, but I have Adobe software also, so I could probably do it with that. But Tinkercad, like I said, is free, and it's really good platform to use. Many videos online for it, so um, it should be good. So this looks like it's a lot larger. And it looks like it's going to be a good base. I'm gonna pull this out. Doesn't need to be there. Okay. Um, right now it's just making it the base. So I don't know this 3D print stuff on the side, the roll of plastic. So I've done 3 prints with that one roll so far. It looks like I might get one more print out of it, maybe two, but I'm thinking like one maybe. So, I'm thinking you might get like three prints out of each one. I don't know, it really depends on how thick your 3D model is. I mean, if there's a lot of empty space or not. Mine's just a shell and it's pretty much hollow in the center, so it doesn't take as much to create the 3D print. So, it's something to think about. It's my first week with the printer, so it's actually my second day with it. So, um, I'm still learning, obviously. But I know they teach us stuff in school, and kids are using it, and it's just my time to learn. Cool. So I'm gonna let you watch this, and we will fast forward it and meet on the other side. Right? Enjoy. So as I'm sitting here, um, obviously I didn't fast forward yet because I'm sitting here looking at this and trying to figure out what my next print would be. And I have a lot of stuff hanging on the walls and stuff hanging, like on a board here. I have a board, a lot of stuff hanging on it. Um, and over here, I have a whole bunch of pencils. And I was just thinking, if I could design a 3D print thing that I could hang on the wall like I did the remotes, it would get them off the desk. Um, yeah, so let's go to Tinkercad and build something. That'd be cool. Let's design something, and that'd be our next print. Okay, so we'll switch over to Tinkercad. So this holder, gotta find the size of this thing. What size we got here? Because the bottom is feed. There's bits that are hollowed out, so it keeps the pencils in there straight. So it's 51, which is close to what I had yesterday for the height of the thing I'm building. So height is good. Length is 129. So 129 millimeters. Let's do it in inches so I can figure this part out. So 129, so that's 5 inches. I have to figure out how big my platform is. One second. So my platform is 4 inches. If we do 4 inches, so let's do 3.5. So we need 88.9 millimeters. 88.9. So this is the design. It does shrink it right down. So we needed what? 3.5 inches. It gives a half inch on each side, quarter inch on each side. Let's put it about quarter inch here. Let's do 3 inches. Because I could print more than one, so 76 inches. So the way this is going to be, when you have to print this way. That way the machine can work its way up. Um, you don't want to have like this be the base, and then have it go all the way up, and then try to build this as a base on top. It doesn't work that way. So this by building it this way, you're building on going up. So it'll do it. Right now, these holes go almost all the way through. There is a bottom layer, there's an outside layer, but that way the pencil or whatever can sit in this little groove and keep them nice straight. And then it goes through the top hole to go into it. So, and then I'll use screws here to screw it to the wall. So, yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. So I think the size is good, 51 inches. And I did 50 inches for these remote um, holders. So I think we can go a little higher. Let's go 60. And that way, well, 50 should work though. Yeah, cool. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you'll have to go and learn how to build shapes like this. Let's undo this. Oops. So like those, the last ones I grouped together. So I use select it and group. It puts it all together. There it goes. It's all one piece. Um, yeah. So let's save this. It's holder. Okay. So we're gonna export. Let's do pen holder. That way, when I'm looking it up on the printer. Okay. Okay. So let's export it. STL. Yeah. So this will be our next print. That is pretty cool. And we can hold 38 pens in it. I wonder what size this is. So each hole is 4 or 5 millimeters each. I'm just hoping the holes are going to be big enough. I'll find out. I hope I did it right. But, okay. So we saved it, I believe. Yep. So I'll save it to the drive again. Actually, I can't because the flash drive is being used printing. So we'll leave that until after the This would be our next one. All right. All right. From here out, I'll be fast forwarding it. All right, we're back. So completed. Pull it off here. I'm gonna have to obviously now my editing skills have brought you back to when it's finished. Spent a few minutes on there, so we'll do the editing and bring you back to where it's finished. Just break it off into little pieces that were in there. That was a pretty good job. I mean, it's pretty right on. I mean, there's a couple hairs here and there, but overall, it's really nice, clean unit. You know. Let's see how this remote fits this time. This is like the third attempt. There. Hang on the wall, but at least it fits. You know. So the backside. Maybe if I make this backside wider, because this is kind of round right here. I think that'll fit just fine. Yeah, that'll work. So I think we're gonna do that. There you go. Let's get you back over on the main screen here. All right, there you go. All right, well, that's my review. Like I said, I fast forward to the long process. It looks like it's done on the recording. It's 2 hours and 23 minutes. So the art of editing will bring that way down. So, well, hope you enjoyed the review. Actually, I'm going to show you the unit. Forgot to show you that. So this is where we need to be. So this is the unit that we're reviewing. That's not a paid advertisement at all. So WEEDO TINA2S 3D printer for kids and beginners. It's a mini 3D printer. I don't know, it works good. I mean, it looks like I still have another filament for probably one more print. So probably 4 prints off of one roll. It's not bad. It depends on how dense the piece is. But so there we are. So like and subscribe if you like the video. We have more content coming out. Not sure what yet, but we'll get into roll. It's the second attempt, so second go at it. So all right. I see you guys. Like and subscribe. Come back next one. Thanks.